What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cardano ADA today at the request of AFS. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's look at this thing on an all-time history perspective. I think that might help more. Uh, we'll start. We'll start with Coinbase. It has the cycle highs, so we'll start with Coinbase. If we need the all-time history, we'll go through it. Okay, but I don't know if we do. Let me look at this real quick. Okay, cool. Okay, so Cardano on a weekly perspective here, looking like it's finding support on its RSI. We've got a nice higher low kind of path going about it here, right? That's a nice look, I think. Higher lows are encouraged at any degree. Certainly whenever it looks like you're going to make strides to the overbought zone with your weekly time frame. Something like this, if you do move up in the way that I think, obviously would take you up to new highs relative to this here. If you are thinking new highs relative to this here, and we are thinking that, let's go over that. And then after this part, we'll do some short-term analysis to just see what's more in the days to come rather than the weeks and months to come. From a high to a low. Come on now, if I can get that low. There we go. That low there. Not this low. That's the fake out low. We're going to go with the low of the move. Okay, high to low. You're at your golden ratio. It's very extremely common to go to your golden ratio, pull back to your 382, and then find support and continue higher. The fact that you've done this, my thoughts are you don't rip to new all-time highs by the end of this next move. It's possible. Anything's possible. This is Cardano. This is crypto. It can happen, right? It definitely can happen. But what I think is most likely to happen is you stop around the 786, 886 area, which is at about $2.31 to, what is that right there? Is that $1.40? Oh no, that's about $1.80. $1.80 to 231. You're at 80 cents now. So Cardano, in other words, come on now, likely over the next month, probably over the next month and a half, like 6 weeks or so, 121% move to a 188% move, almost a 3x, if not certainly something more than a 2x is coming your way, something very comparable to this. Now, if you do see something that's larger in an overall move perspective, come on now, low to high. If you see something larger than this move, let's get it. And I would say I'm actually taking it from here, from this low, from the beginning of the move, not from the low of the pattern. So I'm going to just put it here, assuming this was the low at the beginning of the move, not the low of the pattern. That could take you all the way up to $3. It's completely possible. It's less common, but it's completely possible. Yes, I think $3.10 could be on the table. Not that you break out to new all-time highs, or if you do, they'd be slightly higher. But I do think that it's completely acceptable to consider targets up here in this area. Something just above $3 could come your way. So anything between about $1.80 to $3.10, somewhere in that range, is probably what you're going to see over the next 6 weeks or so. It all starts here. It definitely all starts here. Let's look at the daily time frame. Looking at this here. Let's see. Daily RSI looking like it's at a point. It's at a really critical moment right now where you're about to break out or come back down and reject. But look at that, right? Lower highs throughout this whole range. Come on now. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, something like that, right? It doesn't look like you're going to reject here. I mean, you rejected here once, you rejected here once. Here you're flirting with it a bunch. I think you're going to get a little frisky, man. You're probably going to break through this line and see some overbought readings here on the daily time frame. So that's good. I mean, by the end of next week, by the end of this month, you probably will be breaking out. I think over the coming days, man, and maybe even by the end of this week, which only has 2 days and 9 hours left. By the end of this week, you might be breaking out of this zone here above 82. I would say a breakout would constitute as something that's above about 83 cents. You get above 83 cents, you're breaking out, okay? It's probably even a lower price than that, but we're going to say 83 to make it easy on the brain. High to low here. Oh, so bullish, bro. So bullish. That's a very bullish phase consolidation there. Yeah, you're on your way. You're on your way probably, I mean, not by the end of this week, but I definitely would assume by the end of the month, Cardano, you're back at, if not around $1. You might be above $1 by the end of the month, if not certainly something that's above 95 cents, maybe $1.10, maybe $1.20. It depends on how fast you get moving here, but I think $1 to $1.20 over the next week, over the next 8 days, that's to be anticipated. Yeah. Flat top here, ascending lows here. Whoops, that was not a straight line at all, and now I'm all messed up. Let's see. Ascending lows from this low point here, right? ascending lows, kind of a straight line. I guess not too straight, but whatever. I like it. I like it. I think that you're going to break out. You probably will see a rather immediate move. It won't take weeks to achieve, but rather days to achieve. Something that takes you, again, 95 cents to $1.20. I'm leaning toward this 95 to $1 area, but maybe you do go to $1.10, $1.20, something like that by the end of the month. Starting off with March, you're going to look to expand and go higher than these highs here, looking to retrace and continue that path upwards toward your current all-time highs. I don't think you stop at 227. I mean, maybe you find some turbulence there. That might be a good kind of minimum target by the end of March or early April. That might be a good minimum target. I think $4 could be considered as a maximum target, but I doubt you get there. Something between 286 to 316. I like that. A lot of cryptos this cycle, you guys, have gone right to their 1886 areas. And oftentimes when they do that, they do just break right through their golden ratio. Not saying that if you find resistance at your golden ratio, that means you're forbidden from seeing your 1886. Maybe you do. But oftentimes whenever you go here, you do break through your golden ratio on the first attempt. So just be aware of that. If you're looking for this 286 to $3.16 to be a more viable option, don't show any respect to 227 other than as a doormat to launch you up. You know what I mean? So that's all I got. I think I've shared all the perspective that I want to share. Let's look at Cardano on the ribbon, right? People like the ribbon. The ribbon's fun. It's colorful. It's captivating like a fire. This is the 4-hour time frame. I don't normally look at the 4-hour time frame, but I was looking at this before making the video, and I think that you have respected it rather well recently. And it looks like it's flipping bullish now. You've had a hard time keeping it here, right? But you're about to. You are certainly about to break out. I think that, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if you were above 83 cents by the end of today, let alone by the end of the week. I certainly think you'll be breaking out of this by the end of the week. If I'm wrong, you're going to come down a little bit and then you'll come up. In fact, let's actually look at that on the 4-hour time frame. I didn't even look at the 4-hour. Come on, man. Let me get this here. No, you're moving up. No, you're probably going to move up over the weekend, I think, Cardano. That's good. A lot of cryptos look like they want to move up over the weekend. And the bull market, some of the most bullish moves, at least in my experience, this is my third bull cycle, whenever we have these really bullish weekends, that tends to be in the most bullish phases of the bull markets, okay? So this is good. I'm seeing this across the space. People or different cryptos look like they want to move up this weekend specifically over the coming days. So, and not just move up like this, but like break out of their respective consolidation phases. So that's nice. Let's look at this on a daily time frame. I want to wrap this video up. Daily, come on. What are we looking at here? Why are you loading so slow? Trading view, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? Are you okay? You see it wants to put all these lines up here. Okay, there we go. It's not all of them, but there we go. Crossed to the downside, but you are. So the thing is, it's crossed to the downside, yes. But I'm not worried about it. You're about to go up. You definitely are. Because if you were to reject this, if you were to find resistance here and go down, you would have done it over the last week or over the last 2 weeks already. You would have gone down. This is much more indicative that you're about to go through it. Yeah. Just so you know. And likely you go to about 95 cents to $1. I'm just saying that's probably where you're going to go in a very short amount of time. 3-day time frame, still bullishly inclined, got below it, nice, looks good. Weekly time frame, yeah, bullish as hell, cool. All good things. What about the monthly? This is where we might need the all-time history. Monthly time frame here. Beautiful. Yes, that is a really nice look, you guys. That's a very good look. Coming down. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Come on now. Why won't it? There we go. Coming down as if you were going to bearishly cross, but then fighting that, providing a false cross kind of look. You broke out above your ribbon. The ribbon starts to cross bullish again, and you back tested it. You wicked it. You just wicked right into the ribbon there, found immaculate support. Absolutely, I think Cardano will see new all-time highs by the end of this cycle. Absolutely, I do. Yeah. If the question came into mind at all throughout this video, is Cardano going to see new all-time highs? We probably should have talked about that at some point, but yes, it will. Let's just see real quick. What's Cardano's market cap? It's at about 30. Let's just say 30 billion. $30 billion. What's a couple $1 billion between friends, right? $30 billion. Well, a 10x from here would be $300 billion, and that fits in our target area, $300 billion. A 20x from here would be about $600 billion, and you have a 1618 extension stopping you before there. So maybe a 500, a 400 to a $600 billion market cap for Cardano is possible. $15 is 15 to 20 bucks. Maybe you could wick a little bit above that. Maybe even 15 to 17 bucks might be like the limits of what I could see you achieving. You start getting past that, you get away from this $15 area above 16 bucks or whatever. You're likely going to see targets at like 30 bucks to 40 bucks, but that kind of market cap, you guys, we're talking about things that are over $1 trillion. And if there was a crypto to see a market cap around, if not over $1 trillion, it would probably be one that's in the top 10, right? Like Cardano, that's been around for several cycles now. It's very possible it could, but that's again, that's unfamiliar territory with me, right? I'm not entirely sure if it does. I accept that as a possibility. Let's just say 29, let's say 30 to 40 bucks is possible, but that would be if Cardano, if some groundbreaking catalyst kind of movement stuff happened, right? Some very bullish prospects for Cardano in the future, which I'm not aware of, which we might be made aware of. Maybe that's why we pumped in all this stuff. I know it's an American made crypto. I know Charles Hoskinson is friends with Trump as far as like crypto terms go. I don't know, I don't know everything that goes on with that. But right now, if I had to guess, I think this $15 area is where you're going to go, not the $30 to $40 area. I think that's a very good target to achieve by the end of the cycle there. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.